early AM shortly, and welcoming everybody. I want to thank you for tuning in to this very late or early night live. Robert says, Tom, I'm so proud to be able to watch you call the market. Hey, I appreciate that, Robert. Means a lot to me. I don't think I'm going to be on for a terribly long time. I was going to do an update, and I decided to do it in a live setting. My son's still up, so I apologize for the delay. I tried to get on around 11:50, but it took me about 6 minutes extra to get on. Um, but he's back in his room, so I'm going to try to do what I came on here to do. I decided to come on because XRP back tested absolutely perfectly that 58.1 cent 2018 resistance as support. Created a bull flag right now. And technically the target should get us up to about 71, 72 cents, assuming that we play this true. Now, obviously we could invalidate this if we were to fall down below the 2018 resistance support line. And that could help us, or maybe even a little farther towards 53 cents. But right now we're in good shape. XRP. Let me timestamp this real quick. So if you are watching right now, make sure to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend this, whether you're watching it during the live or after. I would greatly appreciate it. I can't imagine there's going to be all too many people here during the actual live, but hopefully some of you will see this on the rerun. And depending on how much back and forth we get, I'll determine on, how long the live goes or if I just do this as a regular update. So with that being said, good evening. 11:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, August 7th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. I hustle harder than you. Yes, I am putting in the work, my friend. I'm putting in the work, putting in the OT, as you say. Trading with J Ride, thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. And also a $10 donation says, proud to be a member of this army. I'm proud to have you in the army. You are ever so close to that 3-year XRP Diamond Hands badge too. Excellent. D Broja, yes, Roaz says hit the like button. Yes, indeed. Thank you, friend. So, what does XRP have to do to complete this 15% continuation? Big step was backtesting the 2018 resistance as support now. Beautifully done. Absolutely perfectly done. For anybody who was in both of the lives earlier, this was the backtest we talked about. And I said, don't shoot the messenger, but it's going to come down first before it goes back up if it's going to. And we talked about the backtest, we have to do it. We don't make the rules. Obviously, we didn't take the down route because we got a nice catalyst here, which is fucking beautiful. If you don't know, Ripple, it's perceived they won the lawsuit here. A lot of the judge sided a lot with Ripple. They have to pay a $125 million fine. But for Ripple, $125 million is like me and you paying $125, let's be honest. So, it's big news, and it allows for institutions to start pushing in. However, there's a 60-day, there's 60 days right now where the SEC could appeal. So that's definitely something that hinders it a little bit. But right now, this bull flag, if it does play out true, the technical target here is about 71.7 cents. So if you are watching, this is what I'm looking at. And it's very important because it back tested. Sorry, I was like running around right before I came out with my son, and I tried to get on as fast as I could. So I'm like, man, they's catching up with me. This old 40-year-old man now. Just waiting for XDC to finally wake up. Now, yes, XDC is the other part why I wanted to come on, so we'll definitely go into XDC here in a minute. But XDC looks like an imminent pump should be forming here. It really does. An imminent pump really does look like it's forming. And we'll go to that in just a sec. The King's coming, says, Tom, you are the man on a roll, brother. I felt good today. You know why? When I ended the live earlier, I didn't realize it, but when I started, I had 22,440 something subscribers. When I ended it, I was like, what the hell? I have 22,521. I was like, wow, that was like 80 subscribers during the live earlier. It was crazy. But I always say when things are going good, a lot of people do like to come in here. Even when it's going real bad, people come in here because they want to see the charts, which is awesome. But right now, we're looking good. We're finally on top of that 2018 resistance. And we back tested it. Like, that's the most crucial thing. You can look at these higher time frames. We back tested this perfectly. Perfectly. Adam says, I'm all about a 9 p.m. video, but isn't it like midnight in the great state of... Yes, it is 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, my friend. 12 a.m. So technically it's Thursday. The very early a.m. here. Yeah, it is, but I'm usually up with my son. He's up right now. My 5-year-old. He's like developmentally delayed autistic. He's had a lot of trauma from a car accident, so he's pretty sporadic. A lot of times he sleeps pretty good at night, but tonight he sometimes he likes to hang out with dad, so I can't blame him. And he goes back to school with his OT, PT, and speech September 2nd, so or for whatever the first day is after Labor Day when the kids go back to school. So take advantage of it now. So, but this is the bull flag I'm looking at. This is the bull flag I'm looking at up to 71.7 cents. What is this over the screen? Hold on, let me move this. Because that was like right over the camera. 71.7 cents is what I'm looking at. Does anybody else see what I'm looking at with the bull flag? I feel like that would be a very logical target here, especially because we back tested. Ripple has had a partnership with the United States government since 2015. Oh, triple sevens. I 100% agree with that. That's why this whole facade with this lawsuit, we all knew what was going on. So it was so easy to call what was happening. I said in 2021, and there's a lot of people in here that have been in here for the 3.5 years. I said in 21, I'll see you in 24, at the end of 24, maybe early 25. But I said we'd get some kind of clarification in the first quarter of 24 and a resolution by Q3 of 24, if not a trial going into 25. But I thought we'd get a resolution by Q3 of 24. Where are we going right now? I have a feeling that we could be hindered a little bit only because of that 60-day notation in there. As we've started to find out that there was like a 60 days that the SEC can appeal, but I mean, I think it'd make them look pretty stupid at this point. They might as well just save face here and just accept this 125 million and call it a day. But what I'm looking at is the 71 cents. Now that we held 57 cents, unless we fall through 57.8 cents and we invalidate this narrative that it looks like it's building, I really feel like it's got a nice setup here. To go up to 71 cents. Now the million-dollar question is, in a higher time frame, does this come down again? And that's what the pain is. Does it come down again, or is this just a V-shaped recovery? Because it looks like a pretty solid V-shaped recovery off of the initial retest of 57.87. But if it's a bull flag, if it's a traditional bull flag, typically it would go, you know, so we'll see if we do get that last tap or if we can just come up. I would prefer it just to go, you know, then it comes level by level. If you get on top of this, then you can start riding it again. But this breakout would be the critical one. If we could push up to 71 cents, just imagine this. Trading with J-Rod, you called that V-shape. Sure did. Sure did. Let's see. So, if we could get up to 71, the beautiful thing about that was, look at the resistances we'd push past. Right now, we're on top of the 2000, or I mean the rising channel resistance right now. Here, let me pull this out farther so everybody can see. And we'd also clear that cup and handle resistance at 64 cents if we could continue pushing out. Oh, it'd be fantastic. Oh, this would be fantastic. We've been waiting 3.5 years to get to this point. And yes, make sure to hit that like button. I'm glad to see 61 of you here. I won't keep you here for a long time, I promise. Maybe 15, 20 minutes. But I just wanted to do this little update here. I was just going to do an update, like a 7 or 8 minute update. But I decided, what the hell, I'll talk to everybody. Why not? You know, and see anybody who was on. And I know it's very late. But sometimes the live updates, and then it obviously goes out as an update too after on rerun. But sometimes when it live hits the spot better for me. So we got this rising channel resistance that we're back within. We have that massive W reversal that we did not invalidate. And right now we broke through the 61.19. If we get past 64.07, that is the cup and handle support. Resistance, I'm sorry. The cup and handle resistance. It's also the falling channel resistance. And then our only big move that we would have to clear out and invalidate this rising channel is to get on top of 85.89 cents. And then this cup and handle, since we broke out of 64.07, the technical target is up there at $1.15 initially. And then if you could get on top of that 94 cents, that should push you out to $1.37, assuming you could hold $1.15. So there's a lot that could happen here, and it could happen very, very quickly. And I've said this over and over and over during these last 6 to 8 months. This cup and handle formation, these are the most bullish setups that we have in technical analysis. Now that we're in this formation, and we've been for some time on the handle, and I just show you everything so that you don't have to be lost. I'm not trying to trick you here. I show you the good, bad, the ugly, but also the fantastic, beautiful, and the all surreal and serene moments. But if you are watching right now and you are looking to trade XRP and you have difficulties doing it, no matter where you're watching me from worldwide right now, video description below, there's BITUNIX and or HOTCOIN. I highly endorse both of them, only because I've had such awesome experiences on both. I've had such user feedback, a lot of it on BITUNIX, a lot of user feedback, a lot on HOTCOIN. Users are liking it. I'm liking it. There's XRP. There's a lot of other things. You don't need it. And the biggest thing is on both of them, you don't need a VPN or KYC. And this goes worldwide. Unless you're sending or receiving from a bank account, then you'd have to do a KYC. But it's the fact there's leverage trading and there's spot trading, and the fees are so low. Leverage trading, yeah, you have to deal with what you have to deal with. But spot trading, it's ridiculously low. So I can swing trade all I want and not have to worry about it. And if I make a bad decision, I can sell it out 8,000 times in 2 seconds because I'm not going to have to worry about the actual fee on a spot trade. So take advantage of it. I would take advantage of it. I do take advantage of it. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with right now. And now let's go to XDC real quick. XDC, and like I said, if it invalidates this thought process, because I highly doubt we're just going to be able to push up without pushing back. I don't know if it's going to have to be 57.3, but maybe it uses like 59, 60 cent area. But typically, we're doing this bull flag, so we've been down to, up to resistance, down to support, up to resistance, down to support, but it should be up a little bit higher. Sometimes it comes down lower, but typically you want to see this come up a little bit higher on that second hit of support, and then back to resistance, and that could be the breakout on the third hit. Or sometimes it does come down to a third tap of support, but again, it gets tighter and a little bit higher up as a higher low. So then it converges, and then you get the breakout. So, but if it breaks down and we lose 58.1 cents, that could invalidate this thought process. And then that same move that we could be looking to 71 for 15% up, we could look for 15% down, unfortunately, and that could bring us back down. And I don't want to tell everybody that, but that could bring you back down to 50 cents. So, right now there's nothing that should make you nervous. Honestly, we back tested a beautiful spot. But just get ready for some volatility here. Get ready for some volatility. And then XDC, I believe XDC is probably the one. If you look at the setup, it looks, to me, if you want to use the word serene, it looks serene, just like XRP did. The only thing is it's funny. The only thing with this is, it's just like with everything else, you take the leap of faith. Because that's a massive pattern formation. And if it does what XRP did, it doesn't have to do it to the same extent, but if it just comes up and it does like you take about what XLM and the in-between, more like XLM, but not quite as much as XRP, I would fully anticipate this to come up to 2.8 cents and retest like that 2.82 cents. I'm not being serious. Like, that's where it seems like it would go. Like, it looks like it would come up here. I'm not shooting smoke. I really do. I think it would come up here. The only thing we would have to do is we would have to break this resistance. The moment we break this resistance, it could get hot very quickly. And XDC likes to do it in very quick fashions. So that's what I'm looking at with XDC. I really do believe, though, XDC is majorly undervalued at this point of the game. Especially with what we know with Ripple and XRP now. I mean, I think it's undervalued so much. That's a descending triangle. Eventually, this descending consolidation, I mean, I guess it could have broke bearish, but we are massively oversold in the daily. 4 hourly, we're starting to break a little bit back into a, you know, a little bit more of a bullish region. But man, at some point, this is going to bounce back, and it's going to be in a short order, I feel like. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so what the hell do I really know? And don't buy something just because you hear me speculating over something. I say this all the time. You have to want to buy something, but if I missed out on XRP, or if I might have been tempted. I mean, it's already come up 17%, but to finish off that move, even at, whew. What do you guys think about XDC? Yay or nay? Do you think it's going to have that push up? And if you are watching right now, make sure to hit that like button before I leave, because I'm going to have to go here because my son's still up. I just wanted to do this live as a live update kind of thing. I think we hit the mark, though. We got Bitcoin up 3.37% to 57,133. Bitcoin's basically rotating just like XRP did. Now remember, we got to get past this pretty heavy resistance up here at 58,232. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I could fully see XRP rebouncing off of that 58. That's why I said a lot of times it likes to come back down, and that's just what it likes to do. You don't often see a bull flag region unless it's a V-shape recovery and it just goes straight up after the bounce of support. You typically see a second, even a third hit sometimes on a slightly ascending support structure, but you often hit that. I mean, you called it pretty good there, because I agree. So that's Bitcoin. And then, like, yeah, with XRP, you might get that bounce down, but we're still within this structure too. So remember that 65.2 cents. While we're moving these are micro levels. Just different parts of patterns that have formed here. That's all. So we just make sure we pay attention. So I'm XRP Future Million. I'm going to let you all go. It's late. I've been talking a lot. I really appreciate all of you. Consider joining Tom's Army or sending a YouTube super chat to show your support. I greatly appreciate it.